Hey, what's going on, guys? Temperistic here, back again for another DVD video, and we are on to the Doctor now. We have a lot of killers left, as you see, but now the Doctor has a lot of stuff going on for him here, and he constantly laughs, so just ignore that if you can. Normal killer, normal speed, normal tear radius, tall. Now, he's got a lot of stuff going on with his ability here, so we're going to start with the bottom two parts, which are his two different abilities. First, his normal ability you're going to be using a lot for the match is called Shock Therapy. You just hold the button, and then you shoot it out to a survivor that's in front of you, and if you hit them, not only do they have any interactions they have going on, whether it be throwing down a pallet or vaulting a window, they have that like muted, I guess you could say, for 2 seconds. So 2 seconds after you shock them, they can't use pallets, they can't interact with totems, chests, they can't sabotage a hook, they can't vault, things like that. And then every time that you use shock therapy on them, they go up in madness. As you can see on the top, we have madness 1, 2, and 3, kind of similar to Michael Myers, where you had evil within 1, 2, and 3, and then his special ability that you're only going to use maybe like 5 or 6 times during a match is called Static Blast, and you hold the button down just like shock therapy, but it's going to use you as an epicenter, and you're going to shoot out a shockwave from every single angle, 360 degrees, and anyone that gets caught in it is going to scream. You're going to see where they are, and it makes them go up in madness as well. And then it also negates the oblivious status effect as well. So let's see what happens when they go up in madness. So madness 1, they scream once, reveals their position, and it slightly makes their skill checks a little bit harder to do. Madness 2, they scream again, and they start seeing hallucinations of the Doctor, and then it also makes their skill checks even harder to do than Madness 1, and then in Madness 3, they scream again, and they actually scream every few seconds, and they see hallucinations of pallets if you have the add-on, and they see illusions of the Doctor as well. And then it even makes their skill checks harder to do again. They can't heal, they can't repair, they can't sabotage, unlock, cleanse, or use items until they snap out of it, which means that they stand still, and they have to do 3 reverse skill checks, and then they go back into Madness 1, I believe. Yeah, it says right there they go back to Madness 1. And then the add-ons that you usually are going to be wanting to use is Iridescent King or Queen, and then High Stimulus Electrode. The Queen and King, they have a lot of abilities packed into one add-on here, as you can read them. They hear a tear radius that isn't there, and then it tells you that if you give it a Madness 3, it's constant instead of intermediate. And then when you're in a chase, survivors are going to see a fake red stain, which, if you don't know what a red stain is, it's what is in front of the killer, so survivors can get a better idea of where the killer is looking, and it makes it easier for survivors to win chases by being able to see the red stain, because if they weren't able to see the red stain, it would just always be over and they would lose every single chase. So it kind of is fair to make it to where they have to be able to see a stain of some kind. So they see it, it's fake, it's not there, but they see it along with the tear radius, and it makes it harder. So it's like you could be miles away from them and it could make them think that you're right there. And then it persists for 6 seconds after the chase ends, and it's always active in Madness 3. And then broken pallets appear to not be broken, like they're actually there. So when you're chasing a survivor and they go to a pallet that they think is there, but you can tell it's not there because to you it's going to be white, and that happens for about 20 seconds. And then this add-on also increases the duration of the fake clones of the Doctor for 6 seconds. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And this one's really simple. It just increases the range of the shock therapy by 4 meters, which is your normal special ability, not the static one that uses you as the epicenter. And then if you want to use the Iridescent Queen, this makes it to where everyone that is struck by any of your abilities, they acquire a lingering static charge, and it gets discharged, I believe, when you use your ability, or maybe it has I don't know. I haven't really used the Queen too much. But multiple survivors struck by the same shock therapy or blasts that are within 4 meters of each other do not acquire a static charge. And then any time a survivor is within 4 meters of another survivor carrying a charge, the survivor receives a shock identical to shock therapy and the static charge is struck immediately. Okay, so there you go. So a lot of different things have to correlate with each other for things to happen. It may seem like the Doctor is a complicated killer, but I promise you he is not. Very simple. Just keep shocking survivors. The game will tell you once a survivor is in Madness 3, and then you can stop shocking them unless you're in a chase where you want to shock them at certain times, like when they're about to drop a pallet on you or when they're about to vault. And yes, the Doctor will keep laughing because for some reason behavior hasn't made it to where you can go into the settings and mute the lobby. So you go to the options here, you go to audio, there's main volume, there's menu music, headphones, there's no setting, there's no option to turn off the noises in the lobby, which is very dumb. The game has been out for 9 years. Why isn't there an option to turn it off? All you can do is go into characters, go into customizations, click on the charm thing, and then there you go. Now we won't be able to hear the Doctor. Very annoying, depending on which killer you're playing as. It's a complaint that many people, including myself, have had for a very long time, and Behavior is one of those companies that sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't, sometimes they just don't give a shit, and here we are. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we want them to do, but it's their game. They can do whatever they want with it, you know. I'm sure you guys who are new to Dead by Daylight know all about that, depending on which game y'all are coming from. I don't know if you guys play Five Nights at Freddy's only, but there's a lot of game developers out there that don't really care what their community has to say or whatever, or they think we're just dumb and don't know what we're talking about. But it is what it is. You know, what can you do? Unfortunately, Behavior owns a monopoly on the 1v4 horror. I mean, you have other games out there like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but that game just lost its support from the developers, as they said that they've done all they think that they can do with the game, and now the game is going to be surrounded and engulfed by cheaters, so that game is about done. I tried to give that game a chance, but matchmaking was horrible, and it just didn't have a good, like when you play a new game, if it doesn't captivate, I mean, for me personally, if a new game that I'm playing doesn't captivate me in the first 30 minutes, I'll just uninstall the game and either get a refund or just won't play the game ever again. You know, it's like you gotta catch the person that is new to your game very soon. You know, it's just like right now. Why is it taking me this long to find a game? You know, if I'm a new player, this is like not good. And there's another thing that we've been asking for a long time as well. Is like, give us something to do while we're searching for a game. You know, it's like, you know, it's not a big deal that it takes this long to find a game when there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people playing the game. Right, like right now, there's probably 100,000 people on the game. So you can't use the excuse that other games use. Oh, our population isn't that. It's like, this game is on Xbox, it's on PC, it's on PlayStation. I believe it's on the Switch, it's on the Epic Game Store, you know. So the population isn't the issue. And keep in mind, the longer that it takes you to find a game, the more random the game is going to be. And what I mean by that is the people that I match with here are very, very far away from me in terms of MMR. So if my MMR I've won the last like 10 games in a row, so my MMR, is probably very high. So who knows what these players' MMR? So like because of how long it took me to find a game, I could be matching against brand new players. That is a problem, and shouldn't be happening in a game that's been out for 9 years. The matchmaking system used to be really good back before they had an MMR system. They had a ranking system, 20-1, and it actually worked. Like you would go and look at the lobby screen, and I'd be like a level 7 or whatever, and I'd be, oh shit, I got matched against 6s, 7s, and 8s. The only time where I would match a 20 is if I was going up against a full team before that knew each other and that were searching with that 20. It's just like old school, Halo or Gears of War games where people would like bring their friend that doesn't really play or is new, and they would try to boost that person's rank to help them out. But you can't really boost anymore in this game. I mean, you can, but it's like you're not going to be able to see the MMR. There's not one person in this game, even with mods, you can't look at your MMR, which is an issue. Okay, what do we think about this build? Let's see. We know what Ticker does on the left. It makes it to where when they get a gen done 70% of the way, people are. You know what? I got hopped in the locker. The one on the bottom, if I hit a gen, I'll be able to see their auras. And what you want to do is you want to shock them. Alright. You're going to go over that. You want to shock them? Give a good shot. We missed. We missed again. There we go, we hit him. Now we're injuring them. It's pretty good. We hit him. And he's going down. So now he's got that red stain on him, just like a killer does because of how many times that he's been hit with that shock. And they get hit again too. And we hit this gen. I'll show you what nowhere to run looks like. See, I can see their aura, and he doesn't know that I can see it. So now he can't put that pallet down because I shocked him. Very powerful, very good. I don't know what the perk on the right does. I know the one on top means that if they make a crow fly away, if they run by a crow, they'll be exhausted. Is the basement here? I don't know if the basement's here. It is here. Okay, we'll put it in the basement. So the build's alright. It could be better, but they're about to have 2 gens done. Oh, they're actually not gonna. Wow, that's pretty good. So they're gonna get a gen done here. She's at tier 3 madness. Ah! Got her. Let's see if they go for a rescue. Nope, no rescue. Take her to this hook here. And she's doing a. Okay, she's actually. That's a perk that they have to put an illusion or a clone of themselves on there to fool the killer, but it's pretty easy to tell. I think they're gonna pop another gen here, over here. One of these two they've been working on. Oh, I actually missed it. We're gonna go for her. I'm missing. They're actually doing a good job of running away. This person's protecting her. Very good job. This is what you call tunneling. Oh, I missed it. She missed it there. We're gonna break it. We're gonna go over here. Person behind me has a toolbox, meaning they want to break one of these hooks. They're not gonna make it though. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna activate no to run. We don't see anybody near. We're going to activate our ability. We see people working on this gen over here. We're gonna pop it, activate no to run. We see a person above us. We see a person trying to get out of the shock and all that. Yeah, we got her. Easy, predictable. We're going up here. She's running over here. She has a pallet. And oh, swing and a miss. Do we get it? Oh, we don't get it. Alright, we have to leave her now. We're spending too much time on her. They have a lot of gens, a lot of progress. Okay, and we know where she is because we can see the fake doctor there. She's doing a good job. We're getting smoked. Yeah, we gotta leave her. She's doing too good. She's doing too good of a job. We gotta try to find somebody else. Yep, we're getting smoked. We're gonna try to get a hit on this guy here. Got it. Tinker activates, means I'm undetectable. Yeah, they see me coming though. They didn't get hit by my ability, which is weird. That's not how it's gonna work. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna lose this game. These guys know what they're doing. They're a good team of four. Which once again, it makes no sense why it took so long for me to find a game. You know, if these guys, their MMR is the same as mine, why did it take so long to find a game? Just doesn't make any sense. This person has sprint burst and chaos shuffle. That's pretty good. They're not gonna do that. And the reason why someone's screaming so much is because they have a scene partner. It means that every time they look at me or look in my direction, they're going to swing. Oh. Yeah, we're gonna leave them. We don't do what the survivors want. We do our own thing. They're working on this gen over here. Yeah, so they work well together. We have to go after her because it's the only way that we're going to be able to get a 1K. We actually lost her. We're going to hit this, try to find her. We actually lost her. Did she go over here? Where'd she go? Oh no, this is a different person. Yeah, sprint burst. I don't know where she went. Oh, there she is. We're gonna hit this, get nowhere to run. And the other chick is gonna try to protect her. And maybe a 1K? Let's see. Did we get the 1K? Oh, I thought she was on Death Hook. Excuse me. Sorry guys, first game of the day, I don't know how to count. I don't know how to count. Swing! We get it. And I don't know why she did that, but okay. They're gonna get the last gen done now. So we have to go after this person that got hooked, because now they for sure are on Death Hook. And they know that we know that. And she did plot twist. I don't know if she thought we weren't gonna see her or what. But yeah, anytime a survivor does plot twist, it just means that if they stand still, I don't know if they have to be injured or not, but they stand still, they go down into the dying state, they don't make a noise, and then they can fully recover from the dying state. So, but that is gonna be the game. Could have done better, but when you're going up against a team of 4 that are communicating and are on a survivor side of map like that, you know, you're not going to do too well, especially when they have a anti-hemorrhagic, however you say it, syringe, which basically means that they sacrifice their aid kit and then they get to heal for free over a 16-second timer, and the killer has no idea that they're using it. So yeah, Jeff had sprint burst, Nia had prove thyself, pretty bad build. So yeah, and then blood points, by the way, they don't really mean anything. Like, even though I had more blood points than 3 of them, it still counts as a loss. Oh yeah, what was this perk? When carrying a survivor, you see the aura of other survivors within 20 meters. Oh, we didn't really get to use that perk. That's good against anyone that wants to stab hooks, though. So yeah, when you go up against a team like that just wants to do gens and win the game, you know, I mean, that's why when you ask anybody, even the pro players, they tell you that, you know, a team of 4 is always going to be better than the killer. A killer is always going to be better than 4 solos, or a team of 3 with a solo, you know. And it's just how it is. I'm not saying that behavior's job is easy, because how do you make it harder on team of 4s without making it harder on the solo players? You know, it's a hard balance that they have to try to figure out. But the thing that they're doing to make it harder on killers is they are buffing the solo survivor, which in turn helps the team of 3, which if they keep going down this route, team of 3s will now be just as strong or slightly worse than team of 4s, which will still be better than killers. So killers, you know, will be losing twice as many games. So I mean, it's 1v4, it's lopsided, it always will be, no matter what, either for the killer or the survivor. And the whole point is to just have fun. Yes, I know, how can you have fun when you go up against a team that is sweating, but just do your best, you know. But that is going to be it for the doctor. I hope you guys know how to use them now. Make sure to keep zapping the survivors, especially, you saw a couple times there where I zapped them and they weren't able to use a vault or a pallet. So just time it right, and then, you know, use your static blast when you don't know where they are to find out where they are, and that's it. So, alright, bye.